you want to talk a little bit about what we've encountered or experienced here thus far tonight?
Yes. Let me just kind of fix the cameras. There we go. Hi, for everyone. We're doing a live stream, so everyone watching, um, hello.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
So we got to, I'm going to move my microphone a little bit over. So we got to the Chapman Inn. First of all, it was a lovely drive up here.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was very beautiful. I kept seeing these peaks of mountains and thinking like, wow, that's so beautiful. This one road it was like lined with birch trees. And then you just saw the mountains and the sun shining on it. And it was just so beautiful.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yes, it was.
Very scenic.
Yeah.
I had to snap a few pictures, but I don't know. I feel like the camera just doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, we try. But we got here, and so for our listeners and those watching who know, we heard this place was haunted and we wanted to check it out. We thought, oh, we'll get a little paranormal investigation adventure.
Right. Yeah. And like I said, it's weird because I think just having always been interested in this kind of stuff and grown up loving this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and just all the way that everything gets portrayed on TV shows and everything, I was expecting to be kind of spooked out a little bit, a little freaked out, but no.
No, so
not at all.
When we first arrived, especially when we got in our room, I got kind of a weird feeling. It was like I was seeing another dimension, looking at certain things. It's really hard to explain, but it felt like something was off, and not in a bad way.
Right.
Just there was something else going on, not necessarily haunted, but something.
See, I don't have your empathy.
I'm an intuitive empath.
Yeah, I don't have that, so I didn't feel anything at all until later.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It was like, it wasn't bad.
Well, you had a weird experience. You were laying on the couch in our room, and what happened?
Yeah, so I'm laying on the couch, and I thought at first I thought that it was my heart beating. I could just hear my heartbeat because I'm lying on the couch and I've got my ear obviously down against the couch, and I'm hearing in my ear, I'm hearing in the couch like a thump thump, thump thump. So like, it's just my heart beating. Then it started going crazy, like thump, 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 like just. I'm like, whoa, that's not my heart.
No, hopefully
not my heart.
We'd be in big trouble.
We'd be in trouble if that was the case.
Now, one of the thoughts I had is this is an inn, and there are other people moving around. So I wonder if it's possible that maybe somebody else in the building.
I'm not saying it was a ghost.
No, I'm just saying maybe they were walking.
It was a weird thing that happened.
It was bizarre.
And then later on, I got the chills kind of.
I kept getting the chills. So
went through me a little bit.
We tried to do, before we started recording, we wanted to do a little investigation, see if there was anything, and
see if we could communicate with
the
spirits that are here.
Let's tell everyone first of all about the spirits. So we came being told that there was a younger girl who passed away here, who lived in the house, and she, along with the woman who took care of her, caretaker, once they passed on, they just stayed here. So there was a young girl, the man who built this home, his daughter was ill, and he hired a woman to take care of her, and she passed when she was 16. The woman who was hired to take care of her when it passed away, the man's wife moved, I think, to Boston or something.
I believe so.
And so they let the caretaker stay, and she stayed here until she died. And the inn is owned by a lovely woman named Sandra, and she was telling us that her husband Fred used to make coffee every morning around 8:30, and he would bring up fresh hot coffee for her in the morning. And she said that once he passed, every morning at 8:30, she swore she could smell fresh brewed coffee. So once we kind of got settled in, I tried meditating and I pulled some tarot cards. And it was really interesting because I got the Six of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and then the World. And I'm going to kind of explain. So
yeah, please do, because some folks may not know any of that.
Nope,
stuff
I'm gonna explain. So the Six of Cups was the first card that I drew. And it looks like almost two children, or some say it's a dwarf and a child, and one's giving flowers, and you have these cups filled with flowers. And it's a very nice image. And some of it kind of looks like reflecting on your past, your childhood memories, things of that nature. And I thought, I wonder if that's trying to tell me of the young girl and her caretaker, perhaps. Kind of that warm, happy feeling that I get from that card. The second card was the Four of Pentacles, and it's a man sitting, and he has a pentacle under each foot, and he's holding on to this other pentacle, and there's one above him, and just like holding on to what's his. Like, this is mine, and nobody's gonna get it. And I thought, I wonder if that's Fred. Like, this is his place. He owns it, you know? And I thought kind of that possessive, and not necessarily in a bad way, but not ready to let go.
Could definitely be interpreted that way.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then I got the World. And the World is the last card in the major arcana. And some kind of look at the cards like you start off with Fool, which is 0, and you kind of go through all of them and you come to the World as you progress. When I got these cards, I almost felt like these were the players, and then the World was kind of like almost like a different level. Like, we're kind of going into their level now. So that was kind of the feeling I got from the card reading. Sorry, that was my bracelet hitting the microphone.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we decided to communicate, and it seems like
attempted to communicate. I mean,
yeah.
If we did or not, I think that's open to
It's
speculation.
It seems
and
like we got
I think maybe
some answers.
I think we did.
Yeah.
But
we seem to have the most success with the dowsing rods, which are these 2 copper rods that they'll kind of move side to side, or they'll cross. And I would ask questions and they would move. And I would say, can you cross the rods? And they'd cross. There was, I asked who is here, like, is somebody here? And it kept moving. There's a chair in here, and they kept moving over to. And then I tried to go in the bedroom area, getting nothing. And I asked, like, where do you want me to be? And it just kind of stayed over in this living room area.
Right.
Then I started asking questions about, like, is there a man here? And if you're here, can you cross the rods? And they did. I was asking, are there 2 other females here? If so, can you cross the rods? I asked if they were all here, and they were responding. But something really kind of interesting and weird happened when I asked about Fred, and if it's Fred that's here. And he crossed the rods for me. And Alex had asked if he's the one making coffee in the morning.
Right.
And I didn't really get a response. So Sandra had also mentioned that after he passed, she hired another woman here who he did not like. He fired her, but she hired her back. And after she had come back, she was in the kitchen, and they have these pots or pans that are like hooked on nails. You just pull them off. And I guess she gets in the kitchen, starts working, and all the pans just went flying at her. So I asked Fred if that was him and if he could, cross the rods, and they crossed. And then I just said, how nice his wife is, and, she's very lovely. And I got this crazy feeling. I got really sad. I I mean, I kept getting chills when the rods were moving. But then it was like this vibration going through me, and I felt like overwhelmed with emotion and like really sad, but not in a bad way. It was like there was love I felt, but there was like sadness. And I just thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, I was a little concerned for you just because of the way you were acting.
Yeah, it was crazy. And we'll post, we're gonna post video.
Yeah, we've got it all on video.
We have it on video. We have the rods crossing and everything.
My shaky camera. I did the best I could.
Yeah. But and we will share that with everybody. But yeah, it was like I got really hot. Like my face felt like really like when you get really flushed and hot. Like that's what I felt like. So that was kind of weird and interesting. Yeah, I feel like overall it's been a good experience so far.
Yeah, so far, like I said, we've done a couple of these before.
Yeah.
Like nothing happened at all.
Nothing.
We didn't feel weird. Nothing moved. Nothing. We didn't see anything.
There was nothing. Yeah, but
so this is the first time we've actually had something maybe kind of happen.
Yeah, but it
and
also
feels so, like I've never felt anything before till tonight. And I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
We also heard a weird noise, and
Yeah.
we're gonna check and see if the camera picked it up.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like, what was that? That wasn't us. So
yeah,
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
it's an old building, so the floor does creak a bit.
But it wasn't a creak. I don't think.
No, I know. I'm just saying that it's difficult to determine if we are actually hearing anything other than the house being old.
Well, it is hard because
that's all I'm saying.
There are other people staying here too, which is why we're trying to be quiet.
Yeah,
if we don't seem really loud.
Into the microphone so that.
Hi, Joseph Bruin. Hello. He's saying hi. What's up? I'm trying to read the screen.
How's it going?
It's sideways, so you can get both of us. So.
Wait, yeah, we're going on. What do we have going? We have Twitter.
Instagram, and YouTube, and we're filming with our camera for our weekly YouTube
podcast as well.
And we're recording, so we are multitasking.
Yes.
Oh, before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Tim at the Irving station in Michigan, because we
had a little pit stop.
We stopped at the Betty and Barney Hill incident site. That's what they call it, incident.
Right.
There's a gas station right off the exit, and we've been there a couple of times, and the young man was so nice, and he was so kind, and so we told him about the podcast, and I just want to give him a shout out. Hi, Tim, if you're watching.
What's up, Tim?
Yeah, thank you for being so nice.
You're the man, Tim.
Yeah. But again, hi to our friend Joe. You're awesome. Yeah, so we made a little pop. It's been a very fun adventure.
Yeah, so far, so good.
I had to say, though.
Oh,
no, you go.
Oh, I was going to say that after we finished the thing with the dowsing rods and that whole thing happened, I was just sitting in the chair and I just felt like this overwhelming like happiness.
I get a really good vibe
like
here.
Just,
yeah.
Like happy and just like thinking about if it's Fred and he's doing, making coffee for his wife and throwing pots and pans at the woman he doesn't like.
Like he's protecting his Lippy.
I was just thinking, the guy's awesome.
Yeah, he's the man.
If that's what's going on here, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I was just sitting there and just thinking, wow, I feel like really just happy being here. It's just not what I expected to be feeling. I expected to be creeped out.
Oh no, I didn't expect that.
I don't get that at all.
This is the first time we've ever come to a haunted place and felt something. Like for me,
right.
I'm pretty sensitive, and I've lived in haunted houses before, and this is really the first time I walked in and I'm like, oh, I feel something. Do I know exactly what it is? No, but it's something, which is more than some of the other places we've gone to, and felt absolutely nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't know. Just like I said, not at all what I expected.
Yeah.
Because you're so conditioned to, it's going to be stuff flying around, or it's going to be cold, and you feel creeped out. Or not at all.
No.
I feel, like I said,
I think part of it is the people
welcome.
here. Yeah, the people here are very warm and welcoming, and people staying here. And Sandra, who owns this inn, she's awesome.
Really nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Instantly love her.
Yeah.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're going to do some more investigation once we're done recording and then talk about it again. And it should be a very interesting evening.
Yeah. See if anything else weird happens.
Yeah.
Unexplainable.
Yeah. We're going to
We'll
be videotaping everything. We will be recording everything. So anything we get, we will share with you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the dowsing rods, when they were moving, because we had the lights off too. So I was
we were
like,
doing everything in infrared. Trying to see if any weirdness would happen in the
I'm
dark.
like, it's dark. Can you see? Are things moving?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was neat. So it was enjoyable. So I think we're going to cut the live stream here. We want to thank everybody for watching, for joining in, and we'll save the video so people can watch it, and we're
we'll
recording
upload
it. Yeah, we'll upload
everything when it's all
everything.
complete.
Yeah, so from the Chapman Inn in Bethel, Maine, thanks so much for tuning in. Get that off.
How's this stop?
Gotta hit end.
There it is. We're still recording on the audio.
That's okay. I was just making sure that that's all set.